Welcome to the Tonight Show at Home edition. My name is Jimmy Fallon, and I am going to use a kind of teleprompter right now, and I'll take a picture of what I'm seeing, so you know what I'm seeing, just so we can try to get through the monologue. We'll do the monologue like this. But anyways, this is our show. Welcome. We have a great show. Alex Rodriguez is here. A-Rod, Rhett and Link, music from Tones and I. But first, let's get to some jokes here, everybody. Well, I'm so excited about tonight's show because we are filming the entire thing from Roger Goodell's basement. That's right, tonight was night one of the NFL draft, and this year the commissioner announced the picks from his basement. And of course, right when he started talking, someone started vacuuming. Do you have to do that now? Hey! That's right, tonight was the NFL draft. You know, things are nuts when the most exciting sports moment in 6 weeks is a guy in his basement reading names off an index card. Yeah, it was virtual draft, which got pretty frustrating when players would be anxiously sitting at home and hear the New England Patriots select Mike the New Patriots. Congratulations! Who did he say? Was it me? Was it me? Did it? My phone's not ringing. This year's draft was supposed to take place in Las Vegas, but the NFL didn't want to put people's health in danger. That's how crazy things are. The NFL is more concerned about health than the mayor of Las Vegas. That's right, everyone was talking about this yesterday. Anderson Cooper interviewed the mayor of Las Vegas, who wants to reopen the city, and this image pretty much sums it up. Yeah, the mayor wants to open Las Vegas back up, and she's even come up with a few slogans that will help encourage tourists to come back. For example, there's Vegas, the stakes just got higher. Then there's Vegas, it's a gamble. Next there's Viva Las Virus. There's also Vegas, hot games, cold drinks, dry coughs. And finally, Vegas, where Ocean's 11 meets COVID-19. Well, good luck to everyone involved. Listen to this, I saw that the first ever YouTube video was posted 15 years ago today. The first comment was, love it. The next was, how cool. And the third began a 15-year argument over politics. Well, this isn't good. I saw that Chipotle just agreed to pay $25 million in food safety fines. Remember the good old days when the only deadly viruses were in the lettuce at Chipotle? I saw that the toy company Ty has debuted a new Beanie Baby to raise money for the coronavirus recovery efforts. It's a great idea that's expected to bring in millions of dollars in the year 1995. Check this out, I heard that tie-dye is becoming a big quarantine fashion trend. It's awkward when a coworker asks, are you wearing tie-dye? And you go, no, this is ketchup, mustard, relish, and Cheeto. And finally, I saw that the coronavirus lockdown is increasing the demand for video game coaches. Wow, if you think people who sit around playing video games all day is out of shape, imagine their coaches. That's our monologue, everybody. Now it's time for hashtag. As I said, we have a great show tonight. He's a superstar, one of the best athletes of all time, Alex Rodriguez. A-Rod is on the show tonight. We're going to be talking to him about some fun stuff, and we're doing a Hot Ones. That's right. So all you sports fans out there, not only do you get to see one of your favorites, but he's also going to eat the spiciest wings you've ever seen him eat. And Sean Evans is going to help us out with that. Also, we have our pals Rhett and Link, who I miss so much. Good Mythical Morning YouTube superstars. Rhett and Link will be on. And we have great music from Tones and I, who, of course, she sings Dance Monkey, but which was their biggest thing that we've, I think, had on our show virally. I can't even say virally anymore. Popularity-wise? Should I just start over?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I can't know what to say. I don't know what... It's the biggest thing that we've had on our show with like 80 million hits on YouTube. I don't even know if they're hits. Okay, let's get right to hashtags. Here we go. The hashtag, this is the game we play every week. So if you want to play along, you can do this. I will send out a thing probably on Tuesday with a hashtag saying a subject. Tonight's subject is quarantine quotes, things you've heard being under quarantine. So everyone sent in their favorite quotes. We trended #1 in the US, so thank you so much for doing that and playing the game. We like to do this with you guys, and we appreciate you. So here's the hashtags for quarantine quotes. First one's from Jamie Boge. She said, there is no longer AM or PM. There is just coffee time or wine time. This one's from Chad0616. He said, there should be an ice cream truck that sells toilet paper. That's thinking. That's a good man. This one's from The Doots. The Doots. They said, I'm starting to get a tan from checking my refrigerator. See if it could happen. This one's from R. Bellarusso. She said, my car is getting 3 weeks to the gallon. This one's from Marketing Prof B. He said, I can't wait to see what Instacart is going to substitute today. We don't have yogurt. Do you want toothpaste? Looks like yogurt. No thanks. This one's from Strat Lady K. She says, now I understand why pets try to run out of the house when the door opens. These are quarantine quotes. This one's from Josh Rosner. He said, 20 years from now, the country will be run by people who are homeschooled by day drinkers. This one's from Holly Ann Heron. She said, I better go. One of my Sims is getting married. You don't want to miss that. That's a big moment, milestone. This one's from, I remember I used to play Sims years ago. I was on Saturday Night Live and I was living in my studio apartment, and I had, my bed was attached to the kitchen, was attached to the bathroom, was attached to everything, was in one room, studio. And I changed my closet into a tiny desk, a tiny office. Not so many things have changed. And I remember playing The Sims, and I was eating a pizza. I was hunched over because that's where the desk I built was there, and I was eating a pizza, and I was over a paper plate. And I'm making my Sims character run on a treadmill because he was too overweight. And I was like, lose weight, you, God. Eating a whole pizza in a closet. making a video game lose weight. Here we go. This one's from Mama Brienne. She said, kids born in 2020 shall be known as children of the corn. Children of the corn. This one's from Jeremy Pimples. Come on. Jeremy Pimples, he said, crap, now I can't pretend I'm not at home when the doorbell rings. This one's from Y Wilson 2330. She said, the dumbest thing I ever purchased, a 2020 planner. What a waste of money, yep. This one's from Web Hank. He said, I said to my family, I can't think of 3 people I'd rather be quarantined with. My 11-year-old immediately said, oh, I can. Those are our hashtags, everybody. We have a great show tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. More of The Tonight Show at home with A-Rod coming up.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.